tough, isn't it, when the heroes in your life wind up disappointing you? The latest example for me, and perhaps for a lot of you who listened to the program this morning, my heroes, the rebels on the school board in southwest Florida in Lee County. Yes, the rebels in the county named for Confederate General Robert E. Lee. Groundbreaking vote in the school board last week, 3-2. They voted to become the first county in the entire country to stand up to mandated Common Core testing standards for their kids in public school. They said, we're not going to do it. We're going to opt out. No matter threats from the state or the federal government to withhold funding and all kinds of other overblown concerns. They stood tall, a room full of hundreds of people across party lines who cared about their kids and autonomy in their schools, stood up, and they voted 3-2 to opt out of Common Core. Then all of a sudden, as I told you on the show this morning, enormous pressure from the superintendent of schools down there and also from the state education hierarchy in the state of Florida, reportedly. And suddenly pressure was applied, another vote was had yesterday morning, and it went 3-2 the other way, and they rescinded the vote to opt out. I'll tell you what, I know there was tremendous pressure and a lot of people are running scared, but somebody's got to stand up to the bureaucracy and to the state government and the federal government telling us what to do, how to spend our money, how to educate our kids. They stood up against mandatory, fanatical testing, standard testing. That's all a part of this Common Core curriculum we've talked about on the show. They stood up and then they caved to the pressure. I admire them for what they did on the first vote. But as I say, it's always been tough on me when my heroes wind up disappointing me. So we'll continue to follow the story of the rebels of Lee County, Florida. Join me for the next edition of Bud Hedinger Live right here on News Radio 102.5 WFLA. I'll look for you then.